Greetings, friends, and welcome back to XCOM 2 Iron Man. Let's win XCOM 2. I'm Phwop, and this is Operation Icewalk. We are to investigate the Advent Blacksite. We're tackling it pretty early. We don't have mag weapons yet, which would make it easier, but then we'd have to wait 10 days. And so far, the missions have been pretty easy.
Setting course for the West Asian Corridor.
And it will guarantee a bump up to sergeant level, and the supplies are just going to be quite good. Oh, interesting. We're an autofill squad with all of our corporals. We do want our corporal specialist to have the medikit we made. And our sniper, smoke or frag. I think the frag grenade's going to be better in this case. Remember that the Grenadier's increased range applies to support grenades as well. And let me just make sure there's nothing weird I'm not building. Oh, we are out of supplies. Alright, so let us be about it. Do we pick up? I don't think we picked up any weapon upgrades. Nope. Here we go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace ready to deploy.
Note that the specialist lagged behind in level. Everyone else was a corporal before him. That's because kills, XP is at least moderately, if not heavily weighted towards soldiers that kill a lot. So you need to, if you can, if it's safe, try and give kills to your specialists so they can keep up with the rest, because they're, as far as I can tell, not, they're the more support centric class, and therefore the less likely to score kills. Least likely. Okay, this is a long mission. That's why we're taking 2 medkits. I wonder if this will even set back the Avatar project.
Infiltrate and investigate the area. Expect heavy resistance. Neutralize all hostile contacts.
An extract out there. Oh, interesting. I've never seen. I feel like it's always been. I kind of like this Arctic one. We can expect turrets up here. Looks like if there were a turret. Yeah, looks like we actually probably won't be seeing turrets up top on this building. This building could be a turret there. So many buildings. There is always a railway. And there is no timer. Okay, first things first.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
There can be squads inside these buildings, so you kind of want to check it out.
Okay.
At least with someone. Remember, no timer. Okay, there's no place for a turret to be up here, so we should be in cover.
Rolling out.
And there are no civilians to accidentally trip your concealment. Still, I'm a little uncomfortable with that dash. Oh look, there is a turret.
Stay clear of those turrets. We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
Who knows how long they've been keeping these storage units running.
All
down
right.
here.
Thankfully, we are outside that turret's visual range. Very thankfully.
On it.
I want to move here just to have some vision out on the right side of the map. Okay, what is that? 2 troopers, an officer, and a trooper. We don't want to fight this turret if we don't have to. If you destroy all the other troops on the map, the turrets automatically die, which is pretty convenient.
Position confirmed.
See if there are any other turrets on the map. Okay, so note that they do hide the pedestals now. I don't think they did in the preview copy. And I think that is a worthy addition.
Heading there now.
Okay, before I moved, I could tell this was just a radio relay. Now, if we trigger this turret actually covers a huge portion of the map in a really unfortunate way. So if we trigger it, we're gonna have to go this way. Or once we go live, we're definitely gonna have to just like book it across this terrain, and we won't be able to enjoy any of this nonsense. But maybe that's not the worst thing in the world. Here's our specialist.
Copy that. Heading to that location.
No, we are kind of to the point where I guess they could come up these stairs somehow. Seems unlikely, but possible.
Stepping off.
I hope Vulture pays off this time. Okay, this thing's range of vision. It can flank out to here, it looks like. But it can't see all the way. Okay, let's see if this is a decent position for us. Shit.
Cover's blown.
Shit. Shit. Okay, the turret's live. Our sharpshooter is out of the turret's range. And we actually can drop down on these guys and cause a bit of havoc. Is it worth it trying to kill the turret?
Moving.
I guess we should actually... Oh, we can't hack it. Okay, well, the turret was going to crimp our style anyway. Interesting. I wondered if that happens. I wonder if the turret is still active down there or if it's destroyed. But it's definitely not something we have to worry about now. We do have a good shot from up here. That officer could drop down. Could come up and whack us. Let's take out the trooper. And see what the officer does. If he rushes us, he could certainly get a hit in. There's our first sergeant, assuming we don't die.
They're backing up. Advance.
Okay, backing up is good. Our sharpshooter can deal with that. Probably take a shot at our ranger. Unless that was a dash. Oh, it looks like it was a dash. Let's see, where would the turret have dropped down to? On top of this thing? It might still be alive. Don't want to find that out the hard way. This is the sniper's job. 10% chance crit pays off.
Nailed him.
Okay, if I were that turret, I would have gone into Overwatch. Let's just take a turn to peek, because it's going to be kind of important to know if it exists or not. Presumably, I would be able to see it. So I think the turret just instantly died from dropping, which is cool. I appreciate that. These things are explosive, by the way. She's just gonna Overwatch. That was incredibly unsmooth of us. But things turned out. Gonna reload and Overwatch. Engaging from the top of this building is actually a pretty good deal for us. Sounds like there are enemies out over there. And that turret certainly was crimping our style.
Okay.
Remember, there's no time limit. So let's take it easy.
I'm on it.
On Overwatch.
Affirmative. Covering now. Scanning. Moving to designated coordinates. Overwatch. Headed there now. Got some advent here.
Okay. Ooh, 4. I mean 3. Good deal.
Nailed him.
teams. It says I can go there, but it has denied me 3 times. Okay, it looked like we had him there for a second. Ah, there we are. This guy has a chance to flank.
Fire in the hole!
We could hunker, but he could just bypass that. We have the firepower to deal with the zombie.
Got it covered.
And no missed shots. We just don't want this guy's firepower trained on us. Whatever the sectoid works up, we can probably deal with, although it does suck to not have our grenade on the ground here. Okay, that probably gives us an idea of where the next alien pod is. Okay, 2 explosives. Let's have a look-see. See if we can't trigger. Okay, let's get her Overwatch on.
Moving to designated position. Heading out.
Advent has expanded their rail network to touch every city center they've built. And this looks like the end of the line, at least for this area. Okay.
Okay, we're gonna move and reload here.
Back online.
Scanning.
Throw out some Overwatch in case this guy pulls anyone back to us.
On Overwatch. Heading to that location. Hold on, are those?
Bodies. The containers, the trains. This entire facility. The aliens are still abducting people. From the looks of it, they may never have stopped after the invasion.
Those containers
Ever.
look like they have self-contained power cells. It could be some kind of stasis system. It's possible at least some of those people might still be alive.
Could be.
Scanning.
We're saving our sniper Overwatch. Actually, we don't have explosives down there. But because we're getting a little far away, we might have to use a squad site to actually get a shot at all.
On Overwatch. Orders confirmed, on the move.
Now, from what I noted is low cover plus low cover was not equivalent to high cover anymore.
Affirmative, covering now.
Which is a little nuts to me. Oh, we do have long watch. Excellent.
I'm on
Understood. Moving out. Come get some.
Come get some.
Alright, we want his explosive close to the front. Oh, XCOM. What do you find, guys? Every XCOM soldier has broken 18 ankles during the course of their career. Their mages, there's so many. Legend is so much more brutal than this. Okay, those aren't doors. A pod was here. There could be turrets up there, something we're gonna have to watch out for. Let's move towards this door, as breaching actions are usually pretty good for XCOM.
Overwatch.
And there's a ladder here.
Moving to position.
This is where Long Watch comes in really handy, and return fire it would give us nothing.
Heading there now.
Not saying that Long Watch is going to be perfect aim. Accuracy is probably pretty brutally penalized.
Hostiles on the move.
We could use a grenade to crack this open. But then the only explosive we'd have left would be on our sniper, which seems... Still... No, let's save it. Okay, if that was the closest pod, then we're not too worried. This double cover like this, where you have cover on either side, very rare, really pretty good. It doesn't actually make you that hard to flank, unfortunately. They could come out that door.
Scanning. Moving.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Got it covered. Location confirmed.
Whoa, Gremlin.
Advent forces sighted.
Oh, shit. No dice there. Okay, that's a fine.
Shot wide.
Yes, 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 yes. Nice. A decent ambush. One trooper, one wounded sectoid, one unwounded sectoid left. Okay, resist, you mother. Okay, panic. That's bad. That guy axe, and then our panic soldier. Okay, zombie. That's fine. This one's the wounded one, easier to put down. And the zombie hopefully is a turn away from whacking our poor panic soldier, which should let us get away from him. And trooper.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
Talk to me, trooper. What are you doing? That may protect us from the zombie. It doesn't do much about that sectoid close to us, though. All right, that's our shot. We'll have to take it. It's a little better than a coin flip. Does not pay off.
Shot wide.
Normally you wouldn't be able to see anything over there. The engine is just different. Does that count as low cover? I think we have a flank shot with her. could dash and slash, it would invite all sorts of terrible problems, I think. She's in kind of a worthless position, too. Really want to use aid protocol. I guess we're going to do that this turn.
Moving on target location.
Oops, should have used aid protocol first. Running Overwatch is my personal forte. Oh my god, the lines of sight are so confusing.
Moving to Overwatch.
Okay. Well, at least we know what to do with both of her actions here.
Heal bot coming through.
We're gonna put defense on her, aid protocol, for a couple reasons. One, she's got the Overwatch, and if she's hit, it cancels it. Two, because the enemy seems to avoid firing at panicked units. Okay, this guy is now on notice. Yeah, tends to prioritize other units. Get off her. Resist. I don't know what she's gonna do, but it's probably not smart. An attack would have been better. Okay, these guys are moving in. This guy's providing Overwatch is real dick move. The zombie. Don't know what the zombie's up to. Taking the long way around. Zombies can't use stairs. Okay, one panic down. %99 chance to finish this guy off. That is exactly what we needed to turn this around. Enjoy. Landon Nichols says hello, bastard. Okay, reloading and firing on the sectoid is what we got here.
Let's rock.
We could destroy our own cover in an effort to get at it. We could take this shot. But of course that character is the paddedest.
Get on the heels.
We're gonna put on Overwatch ourselves, try and prevent him from moving in and flanking us. And we're gonna pray that this coin flip turns out.
Enemies down.
All right.
What do we got here?
That ensures that the panic's gone. Now, it doesn't mean you get your turn back. And this guy, he's hopefully gonna run because we just wrecked his crew. But if not, okay. This is why you need med kits to make up for shit like that. I think our sniper's out of ammo, if I'm correct. Okay, remember there's no timer. We're just gonna position a little bit closer and reload in case more enemies come pouring out of this facility. But it does seem like we're clearing it up. Here, since we can use this face, we will be flanking him here, I believe. But I suppose it's best to be sure.
I'm on the move.
Good, good. I love firing these weapons.
Kill confirmed. Burning through ammo fast.
Ubermensch. Richard Poole, your character request is heard. Shall be granted.
Stepping off.
Okay, excellent work by our specialist keeping everyone in order here. Lyrium Core Advanced Autoloader. Excellent. Thank you, Vulture. Note, of course, that our Intrepid Ranger would certainly be dead if not for our use of at least one medkit. And because of our weird state, we're going to pull back a little bit and put up at least one Overwatch. Thought I heard something over on the left. It is time to reload.
Oh, get covered. Back in. Got it covered.
Take our time. Note, spinning that reload turn also lets you get a bead on enemy positions. Okay, I would desperately like to control the roof in this situation.
Roger that.
And we're going to need some time.
Rolling.
That open door concerns me the most. We're going to need some time to bring our sniper over, so no point in moving quickly. Can't believe that stupid position triggered a pretty serious walk-in. Thankfully our sniper tagged
I'm on it.
that sectoid. Okay, thoughts on where to position. If there are turrets up there, I don't want to know.
Getting it done.
Blast padding is nice in that it passively allows us to play a little more dangerously with this unit. I do think you'll want Shredder later when you can get actual armor from other stuff, but at the beginning,
Headed there now.
Shredder isn't that required or useful.
Test subjects for some sort of weapon, perhaps.
Looks more like a refinery to me, Doctor.
Once we get our hands on
Schizophrenic, you're in the character pool. Just saying.
sure.
Yeah, gremlins are a great idea. The mechanics they came up with to overcome their previous problems are fantastic. Okay, being clumped together is the exact opposite of what we want right now, because that mech will utterly roast us. Our sniper could get back in a position. Yeah, we're actually gonna want that.
Already there.
Okay, let's see. How good a position can we get in? You don't want to pull up on the roof. There could be turrets. The troopers won't be able to get around to flank us. The mech, I don't think will either. But depending on how the mech travels, it might be able to get a shot on us. I'm not sure exactly how fast they are. Okay. We're gonna put aid protocol over there. Note if we pull here, he can see us, this Advent Trooper. Here, they can both see us. But here, we seem to be relatively safe from line of sight. Here, the mech can see us, but we have heavy cover plus. And we have blast padding, I suppose. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull back here. This is as tough a unit as we can make. We don't have the ability to absorb any more damage.
On Overwatch. Position confirmed.
The troopers shouldn't be able to get behind our specialist either. Fortunately, that shitty cover is protecting our specialist to some degree. Let's see what the mech does. If it's just going to take pot shots from inside, I'm kind of fine with that.
Taking heavy fire.
Okay, now they're actually in a perfect position for us to grenade them and hopefully wipe them out. There's no Overwatch, and distance is a really big friend of ours. As you can imagine, this is about as good use as we can put this grenade to. Did we not shred? The mech must have gotten further away than I thought.
Position confirmed.
We're going to stick to heavy color and we're going to stay spread out.
Affirmative, covering now.
This is what sharpshooters are for. Failing that.
Negative damage.
Shotguns work too.
Kill confirmed.
All right, well, we tried. The mech just was not going to be hit by that wherever the hell it is, sadly. If it just wants to wander around inside, I don't mind taking... I don't think a turret could range on us from back there. Guess we can find out. Are there doors in this side of the thing? Can't get in those doors. I feel like if there were turrets up here, we would have found out the hard way.
Position confirmed.
Heavy cover at a height advantage is a real boon. And luckily for us,
Affirmative,
it
covering
is
now.
now ours. This position, not really knowing how mobile the mechs are, I believe they can jump to any height, which actually makes them way more mobile than they might seem. We're just going to want to get really far away from it right now. And preferably somewhere it can't see us, but since we can't guarantee that.
Double time.
The heavy cover up here would be nice, but we really don't want to guess wrong about where it's going to engage from. And we do have to give up our Overwatch to do it. But I think playing it safe is definitely the best call. There it is. Well, interestingly, no one can see it. Maybe it ran away and started a new pod. I'm really confused by what this thing is doing.
We're green to go. On Overwatch.
Maybe we weren't supposed to know that.
Scanning.
I'm gonna make our shotgunner as hard to hit as possible.
Scanning.
Overwatch.
Okay, we really need 2 or 3 good hits to take it down. 3 probably.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
Oh, guys. Not even close.
It's still moving.
Hard target. Minimal damage.
Yeah, that didn't look like a hit.
Hostile.
Okay, it did do a crazy dash. We are close enough. You.
Confirmed.
Okay, we're just gonna need all the shots we can get. Got height advantage here. They could flank us, but we really just need to shoot it.
Hit the
If it's
armor.
out of, if our sniper can't hit it, that would be a real problem. L. Okay.
Moving on target location.
Someone's probably gonna get wrecked. If we can hit it. Oh. For any amount of damage. Of course we can hit it. 6 damage would kill it.
Heading out.
Our last grenade, huh? Okay, pistol it is. Even 1 damage would be good. Oh. Okay,
Not even close.
our ranger.
Confirmed.
Remember, the sword does not do as much damage, supposedly. Yeah, 1 damage would have been nice. Okay, it's got free reign to do something awful to us. If it decides... Oh, it's definitely going after you. Okay, it does not decide to flank us. Oh my god. Sometimes the AI actually gives you a break. Now, it could have gone into Overwatch. We have aid protocol again. And the person we need to find out is right here. as if someone eats Overwatch, it should be the person with the armor. Okay. If this heavy cover works like it should... Oh, God. Okay, well...
Heading out.
Okay, thankfully it does not appear to be on Overwatch. Oh, XCOM.
Negative damage. Toss me some ammo.
100% chance, okay. Oh, this game. Alright, Wizmo's in on a character. Let me take some notes here. One second. All right, if you don't want me to use your name as it appears in chat, if it looks like a real name, I'll use your real name. If it looks like a handle, I will use your handle. Do let me know. Yeah, so Wizmo asks, can you talk about the concealment mod a little? So the true concealment mod stops the counter, the timer from counting down. We're going to take one of those reload turns.
Locked and loaded. Scanning.
While you are fully concealed. At least that is how it is described.
Moving to position.
Once again. The nice thing about that is it makes some sense, you know. The problem I have with it is that the original modder seems to have caved to public pressure and is he originally reduced all the timers by 2, from like 13 to 11 for extractions and from 9 to 7. But then people whined, and in the version I'm using, it does appear that they are not reduced, and therefore you have a ton of time if you properly use concealment to like position yourselves. Now there are problems with using lots of concealment. Primarily, you can find yourself horribly, you know, leaving you up on top might have been good if there are turrets over here. But his grenade would be better for just dropping a turret through the floor. So the true concealment mod seems pretty damn cool.
I don't think we're alone out here.
And I like what it's going for. Okay, now there are more aliens because Blacksite missions are badass.
Good copy, moving on target.
It looks like they're over there. If they want to come out that door, so we want our ranger positioned close. But yeah, the true concealment mod seems great. I love the idea. I would love for the timers to be reduced by at least 1 turn. But as is. I think it makes a lot of sense, and the timers are really pretty brutal.
Moving to designated position. Go get some.
I find that I continuously encounter the aliens before I am truly prepared.
Okay.
I don't want there to be turrets up here, but I'm willing to accept the fact.
I've got
Ah, look, aliens on the roof. If they want to stay. Okay. Aliens know how bad it is to be up on the roof. How can you see them? Doesn't seem to make any sense to me. One thing we really don't want to be is dropped. Yeah, I think it is too helpful with the same ticker. I think a 3-turn reduction would be too much. For one, if you instantly lost your concealment, which is quite possible, remember this is a random game, and you're always faced with pretty serious random threats. So if you, if you immediately lost concealment, you would be totally doomed. Like, it would be impossible to actually complete the mission. And I think that wouldn't be fair or fun, especially on the harder difficulties. I think it should probably be 1 or 2 turns. I think 2 turns is fair. You don't want to keep concealment up too long because then you risk double pod activation, which is, as we know, bad. Man, they can just like see through this floor. Might as well have kept my sniper on the roof. Okay, we drop down here. They can't target him.
Rolling.
That's fine with me. I'm not sure how clairvoyant the aliens are. They're usually fairly clairvoyant, but I don't believe they can flank us here. Our specialist is in the same crappy position.
I'm on the move.
And our sharpshooter can't quite get to a great position. We all scatter like bugs. Remember, they seem to see everything up here, so we're definitely not going there. Let's stick to this position. Close enough to use our grenade, probably. Probably pistol the Overwatch here. I don't think they're going to be able to target us. Probably going to see a zombie. It would be great to make it an option, but the modding community is definitely not there yet. Creating UI tools is a bit ahead of what everyone's doing, so I don't expect that to be the case. Okay, at least they're not shooting us through walls or anything terrible. Okay, we've got some Overwatch. We've got a zombie. We will be running that Overwatch if we're not careful. So let's use aid protocol. A nice defensive move anyway. And we're gonna dash as well. I guess that Overwatch didn't apply. I don't know.
Got it covered. Overwatch.
I'll take Sniper Rifle Overwatch. What we don't want is someone getting mind bent. Come on.
Get me out of here, please.
Okay, panic is alright as long as you please don't go forward. I will take that.
I'm taking fire.
Okay, there's that third trooper. Oh, that's a zombie. Ah, looks like our Overwatch wasn't wasted despite hunkering and panicking. But you guys are firing at like a zombie. We can't Overwatch hit a zombie, guys. Alright, someone can. Obviously, it sucks that the zombie is eating our Overwatch. Oh, it climbs up with one hand. Okay, our sniper can pick off that zombie, but we don't know where the other soldier is. What? Okay, 49% chance for a kill there. The zombie could push us back into some turrets that we haven't revealed yet, so we want to be very cautious about that. Let's move our specialist up. If panic was the worst we got from that thing's ability, that's not so bad. Good job.
Hostile neutralized.
We may get to see if they can resurrect the same body twice. We're gonna take a shot at this guy because a hit is a kill.
It's down.
Covering now.
And wherever that other trooper comes out, if it's gonna flank us through this door, or if, yeah, we got the cover.
I'm taking fire.
His ability cooldowns are all out. Damn it, it is coming through this door. That's a little close for our sniper rifle, but that was our one hope of putting this guy down. Now, he is flanking our panicked unit, which is why I thought he might come here.
This is not good.
But he opted to fire at our sniper instead. Okay. Should be able to wrap this up. Panic removed. Okay, this is just a fine enough position. If we're lucky enough to hit, ooh, we are.
On reserves.
39% chance to hit. The sectoid, I'm less worried about. Let's see. Oh, look. Look at that. We can actually target the trooper from here. Okay. Try and finish him off with our pistol, which should free up our ranger. can't imagine we would trigger a pod in there after already clearing out 2. Can't miss. Give him the squint. And the slug. Ooh, pleasantly, since we cut this cover down, we can have some half cover here. Of course, this is full cover. We can't actually attack him from there. But this is probably our best bet.
Hostile neutralized.
Whew.
Ready to engage. On Overwatch. Let's do this. Locked and loaded.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Alright guys, that one didn't really get that hairy, but it was certainly a tight fight. As with most of these fights, you get nothing for free. You can see how pulling back, withdrawing, and Overwatch ambushing is almost required
On it.
when you don't have much else. When you don't have anything else to rely on, positioning is the go-to.
Moving. Got it. Moving.
Headed there now.
I'm on it.
On Overwatch.
Okay, I do think we're out of aliens,
Orders confirmed. On the move.
but I'm willing to play cautiously.
Moving. Closing on target position now.
Moving on target location. Moving to Overwatch.
This is about as difficult as a Long War supply depot drop on like in month 1 or 2. I really can't quite imagine, or I have played this on Legendary and gotten totally screwed because it is significantly harder.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Okay, if we're pretty certain this place is clear, I would not mind. We do want to send our specialist in to get that vial.
Good copy. Moving on target.
You heard the doctor. Secure that canister.
Pretty sure these things are, I don't know, they look suspiciously explosive to me. Gamer sense is tingling.
Stepping off.
But there don't appear to be any bad guys still.
Affirmative. Covering now. No need to ask
Let's
twice.
just stick to covered territory.
Got it covered.
Yeah, I think getting involved in the mod community early with this game is going to pay huge dividends to everyone. I've been checking more than once a day for solid mods.
Moving to position. Moving to designated coordinates.
Okay. I do note that assaulting this early seems to lower the chances of there being horrific aliens, as we haven't seen any Vipers. Oh, look at that. Isn't that pretty? And last time I got here on Commander, there were Vipers. So this really early assault may actually make it easier if you are really, really good to go. Like we were. We had all our 4 like best troops were totally unwounded. Otherwise, waiting for mag weapons, except maybe on Legendary, and a 5th squad size, getting your first sergeant, I think is probably the best way to go. Okay, we're not even going to step into that room for fear of triggering alien obnoxiousness.
Heading out.
I think this cover is going to be better. It's interesting to see what the line of sight is from building roofs. This is something you're really going to want to get a feel for. So we are 2 spaces from the edge. And it looks like for 1 height, that equates to about 3 spaces of non-vision. That's actually a bit generous with the vision for my taste. I would much rather have far little, or far less. Here. Let's actually get both of them up in that tower. That'll be perfect coverage of our escape zone, and it's within dash range of the extraction. Remember to use your best hacker to extract pretty much everything most of the time. I think it's a good, simple rule of thumb. We're not quite within dash range of the extraction zone, so we're going to swap to this cover.
Moving out.
Oh my, guys. Heavy cover sniper's nest. Heavy cover sniper's nest. Heavy cover sniper's nest. Heavy cover sniper. Heavy cover sniper.
Got it. Moving.
Okay, and we're still not doing it.
Rolling out.
No, we can't actually. We have to go. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay attention to how we can actually get out of this thing.
Come get some.
How do we get out? Okay, we can go through that door.
That's affirmative.
Okay, we can go over those things. Great. Interesting. Oh, okay. Okay, so no, we are still not going to do it.
Scanning.
Um,
On overwatch.
because probably just because I'm nervous at this point. We're going to take the vial. This doesn't end our turn. Okay, so it really was a good... It's good to move up next to it. We can take the vial without ending our turn, which is a super rad ability. We did not get a chance to hack.
Got the goods.
Guessing that's not water in there. Shen, any readings?
No signs of radioactivity. No significant energy signatures of any kind. Whatever it is, it's safe to handle.
We've confirmed acquisition of the sample. Move to rendezvous at the extraction point. More of them coming in.
Okay, these guys are screwed. That didn't even take an action, which was really nice. We could even shoot. Well, that heavy cover actually blocks our vision. We should simply be able to dash for the extraction point. Best not to be anywhere they can actually see us. Ooh, can't quite make it. Can quite make it.
Understood.
Okay, we should be able to get a shot from up here and make it to the extraction.
Overwatch.
We choose this side of the car because it's close to the extraction point. Remember, these
Scanning.
as long as we can all get away this turn, there is absolutely no need to kill all these guys. We can get some bonus XP if things go well for us. Yeah, they're not even dropping in officers. We are striking so early that the game has made this mission somewhat easier. Then again, it was a long, hard mission. Looks like one guy gets away. Come on, no cannon?
Target disabled.
Got him.
Yeah, I would be concerned too, dude. This would be one of those moments that's fairly safe
On the move.
to try and give XP to your specialist. We can't miss with that shotgun, and it's a guaranteed kill.
Okay.
So try and feed your specialists, guys. Failing that, I feel like sharpshooters actually don't get that many kills in my game. Can we dash there? We can all we'll be able to dash there after he goes. So let's try and level up our sharpshooters too. They just spend a lot of time moving and stuff. Think before you kill.
Eliminated.
I'm on the move.
Alright guys, pretty sure this was one of the more immaculate.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Reinforcements inbound.
Oh look, there's more. We can go ahead and extract, or we can murder these guys, since they are kind of like juicy little XP pinatas. I guess I see no reason not to just jump them when they drop in and make their day hell.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Especially because we can opt out of the fight at any time.
Covered.
And XP is good. Let's really get in there with the shotgun. Yeah, let's do.
Rolling. Overwatch.
They may drop into cover. Oh, exalt. There's an officer. If they drop into cover, they may not move, and that means they wouldn't trigger our overwatch. Looks like the officer
Got some admin
did
here.
drop into cover. If he splits. Oh, I don't know, guys. Also, this is definitely the most enjoyable part of the game, is Overwatch ambushing people. Specialist has the ammo and the need to kill. So, like I've said, try and feed your specialist.
Kill confirmed. My ammo's running low.
Okay, if they keep coming,
Back online. Got it covered.
we're gonna need all this ammo.
Moving
There
on
are no
target
flares
location.
out right now.
Scanning.
We can make it to the extraction point from here, so
Ready to
let's
engage.
just reload in place.
On Overwatch.
And I believe that is it.
Hitting there now.
Don't stand in the sharpshooter
Designated
spot.
position.
Copy that. Targeted in.
And it's time for everyone to turkey leg the hell out of here.
Firebrand. Package is secure. Getting out of here.
Alright, so our ranger is going to be on sick leave for quite a while. She did get dropped down to 2 health But
Just
we...
hit Advent where it hurts. This was a place no living human being was ever intended to see. Happy as I am to see it gone, something tells me the aliens won't take this lying down.
We did get, what, 4 sergeants out of it, and only 1 wounded. Pretty excellent. We'll wrap up the strategic goodies here. And then I'll be on my way. And hopefully next time we'll have a Richard Poole and a Wizmo. Somewhere in our character pool. Bleak House character pool.
I'm certainly impressed, Commander. Another heroic effort in the field.
All right, poor Sarah Gardner really took one. I do think Shadow Step is the way to go. Shadow Strike, on easier difficulties, I can see this as there are fewer enemies. When there's only 8 or 9 enemies, getting one brutal perfect shot is amazing. But with all the running around we have to do and the stand-up fighting, being able to avoid Overwatch is a fantastic. For snipers, I think Lightning Hands gives you a lot more power at close range, which you desperately need. If you don't have any pistol skills, you're going to be almost helpless up close compared to some of the enemies. But Lightning Hand gives you a free pistol attack, which you can even use alongside a sniper attack if someone's close to you. I think it is absolutely perfect. Deadeye trades 25 aim for 50 damage, 50% damage increase. That's probably nice later in the game when you have excessive, when you have exactly the combat, personal combat stims that you need. You want to go with aim personal combat stims on the sniper because it's one of the only ways to increase your pistol's status, you know, like aim, since the pistol doesn't accept mods. Same for the ammo. Sharpshooters with ammo, far better than other classes because their secondary item happens to be a weapon that uses ammo bonuses. So you might respec into Deadeye if you go pure sniper, but to have a soldier that's useful at all ranges, I think Lightning Hands is definitely the way to go. And there is almost never a time when you don't want a free attack. And since it can do enough damage to finish someone off, someone who's got 1 health, because like a grenade does 3 damage all the time pretty much, Lightning Hands is exactly where you want to go early game. All right, our sergeant here, Revival Protocol, can cure panicked is super awesome. Can cure disoriented, stunned, or unconscious. I'm curious about stunned. I assume stunned you have to apply on. Stunned is usually inflicted on you on the enemy turn, and then by the beginning of your turn, it's gone. I think Haywire Protocol is the way to go almost all the time. Note that Psi operatives do eventually get the ability to completely replace Revival Protocol, or they project it in an aura around them, rather large one. So you could take this now and respec later. I think Haywire Protocol is the way to go. Hacking turrets is permanent. Hacking or shutting down mechs could have given us an easier time taking it down, especially if we went blast padding instead of shredder like we did. Then it's more difficult to take down those mechs. Here, suppression versus demolition is pretty tough. Suppression is great for so many reasons. Demolition, I can see how demolition can be really good. It can definitely open up your targets to being shot. Demolition has gained favor in my eyes. With the crappy cannons we have, so I took demolition on my legend game and never actually got to use it. You can use it fairly often, about once or twice per fight, but it does cause you kind of have to sit still and reload. I do think suppression is an excellent ability. and a good way to go. Bonus aim would be good, so your reaction fire is better. But that minus 50 penalty to a target's aim is so good, especially in conjunction with multiple overwatches to make them very nervous about moving. And the fact that you can cancel overwatch with it, guaranteed, we're going to take it. And suppression, when you use it, it can't really miss because it's not actually an attack. And it will apply hollow targeting, unlike... actually, I don't know if demolition applies hollow targeting. Alright, Vulture paid off for us. We got all of that goodness. Alien encryption. Okay, I assume that is the Blacksite file.
Of the Blacksite facility. The outcome is perhaps
125 supplies.
that I had expected. It is clear the aliens
10 days until mag weaponry, so...
task. I will leave this matter for you to investigate, Commander.
New objective added.
Hey, Commander.
The aliens are relaying a form of encryption beyond anything we've ever encountered. Much less.
Okay, let's pick out our research topic.
We'll have to find a means of breaking the code, but I expect it will take some time. Hello, Commander.
All of that's really, really fast.
But it will be some time yet before my research is complete.
New orders, Commander?
Yeah, we're gonna want the Advanced Warfare Center since our labs seem to be functioning pretty efficiently. And after playing Legend, where you had to wait, I had to wait like a month.
I've never stepped foot in one of the city centers. I've never actually had one of these Advent burgers.
Advent burgers.
Excellent work, Commander. The loss of this Blacksite will undoubtedly slow the aliens' progress.
Let's hope it slows their progress because technically I don't know what you're talking about.
Aliens have a UFO hunting for our position. We need to be careful about where we.
All right, so we may get a base defense. Okay, so we have a Grenadier. We need to buy squad size. Hopefully the supplies we're picking up now will do that for us. Okay, we've got 2 Grenadiers and 1 of everything else. I want a Specialist next, as you need to get them started early, and not having access to your Specialist because they take a hit is really bad.
Priority message coming through, Commander. Putting it on screen now.
Aliens did jack shit, and we rocked the house.
Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
And outdid ourselves. Midnight raids, increasing the cost of recruits by 100%, decreasing supplies. So we will probably have a choice. Yeah, we're totally leaving here to go pick up these supplies. Much more efficient use of our time.
Nothing on the local comms. Advent's been quietly.
All right, guys.
I'm guessing we have you to thank for that.
Andre, welcome. I'm actually shutting down. We just finished the Blacksite mission. Don't worry, the video should be up. This is episode 3 of an actual series. You can find them. There's not a playlist quite yet, but these videos are up. The first 2 videos are up on my channel.
The Advent Coalition has worked tirelessly to repair the ravages and injustices of the old world. Under our stewardship,
we're not going to have a 5th person
our people flourish
because we started the Advanced Warfare Center.
And yet, among us,
to go in this retaliation, probably
to acknowledge the truth, who are determined to see all that we have achieved.
Radar contact.
I'm torn.
Approach to Haven Alpha 7.
That must end.
Even as I speak to you today,
Gun incoming on approach.
Your signal's breaking up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Once and for all. They're right on top of you.
Losing you, Avenger.
Raise them again.
Yeah, I would say that starting the Advanced Warfare Center might not be worth not picking up Squad Size 1 immediately. Squad Size 1 isn't that good.
These radical elements increments and usher in another 20 years of peace and prosperity.
They don't stand a chance.
I love how sinister the speaker is.
Commander, we should get a squad ready to deploy.
What could possibly go wrong, guys? Okay, if it were just 1 day of scanning, we might be able to skip it, but as is, we have to take it. And we're really not in too bad shape, thankfully. Oops, wrong one. Trying to learn the hotkeys. Thankfully, we have 4 level troops because we spent 5 days training Sophia Rizzo as a grenadier. So we'll bring 2 grenadiers, a specialist, and a sharpshooter. 3 sergeants is going to be pretty good here, so we should be fine. But that's it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. If you tuned in live, I hope you enjoyed it. And next episode is going to be Operation Poison Tongue, where we stop the Advent retaliation raid, the first one of this playthrough. So, until then, farewell, my friends, and have a wonderful time killing all the aliens and saving the world.